Hello and welcome back all of my dear students to our new video. So in this video we are going to start the fourth chapter, that is weather and climate. So in order to understand this chapter we have to first look at a few definitions, that are, first is of weather, then second you have to also understand what is called as season, then we will talk about climate, and then what are the elements of weather. So first of all we will talk about weather. So weather is something that we experience as an atmospheric condition that is changing at a given place, and it is not same at all the places at one time. Okay, so it is also a temporary thing and it is just short lived. So that is what it is called as a weather. Now for example, let's say we can also say weather like we can divide it into few categories like hot, cool, dry, snowy, cloudy, sunny, then maybe overcast, then raining, like that. Then if I talk about a season, so season is something that we call as like you see there is a longer span of season, like season are not changing so frequently but they change over a duration of 3 to 4 months each. Okay, like you see there are mostly four seasons, like that is the spring, then winter, summer, and rainy. Okay, maybe some other also we can say autumn and all those things, but in India it comprises mostly of rainy, summer, and winter. We say it in general sense. So what is a season? Season is a particular state of that whole area in which it is kind of stable for a few months, okay, 3 to 4 months. And in rainy season we are almost getting rain for particular that phase. Then after that what happens, we get winter, and again after winter what we see is rainy season, sorry, summer season, and then we get to see rainy season. So this is cyclic and it goes on year. Okay, every year you get to see summer, then you get to see winter, and then you get to see the rainy season. Now what is climate? I hope you have noticed some seasons in the previous years. Like you see the summers. Like what happens is like scientists have kind of observed the weather in a particular region for many years, and with the help of kind of these studies, they define the mean weather conditions that are given, like that are in particular area. So the average weather condition of a place is kind of observed for long period of time. That is kind of, you see, they do this experiment for several years, and they kind of express it like a particular thing. Like climate is particular in certain region. Like you see, in Mumbai the climate is humid. In Rajasthan the climate is dry because it is all the desert over there. In Kashmir, and if we say in Shimla, the climate is cold and it is snowy. So that is what a climate is. Now the weather changes very fastly. It lasts for 2 days, 4 days, maybe few days, few weeks, but it doesn't last more time. Okay, it is just quick. It changes regularly. The climate may take several years to change. Okay, it doesn't happen all over in 1 2 years. It takes decades to change in a particular place. And about the seasons change in every 3 to 4 months. So that is all about weather, season, and climate. Now we have to look at what are the elements of weather. So, what do we mean by elements of weather? That means like what do we take into consideration while we are kind of describing the weather or the climate. So first of all there is temperature, then air pressure, then wind, moisture, and precipitation in particular region. So what do we mean by all that? That we will see now. So now the elements of weather, as I told you, first of all, we will discuss about temperature. Like you see, temperature has a significant impact on our surrounding. Like you see, if the temperature is high, we tend to feel kind of hot, and we kind of feel uncomfortable in those, like when we are sweating and all those things. So temperature, if high temperature is there we feel hot, if low temperature is there we feel cool, obviously. Then second, there is air pressure. So you see air pressure is kind of mostly leading to winds, okay, rise of wind, like you see vertical air pressure, then horizontal air pressure, then again you see the air moves from high pressure to low pressure and all those stuff. So this kind of change in air pressure, it kind of gives us the rise of winds. Now, if we talk about winds, we say like if air is starting to move from high pressure towards low pressure, then you see this wind blow. We feel that today it is a stormy weather, or it is a kind of breeze. Like you see this slow velocity of breeze, like that is moving very calmly. That is what called as breeze. And if the velocity of wind is very fast and it is kind of disturbing a lot of things on the earth, that is what we call as storm. So winds also affect our weather. Then we come to the moisture. Like you see, as I told you, the example of Mumbai and Rajasthan, what is the difference between the air over there? It is that the moisture in the air in Mumbai is more, that's why we feel that it is humid air over there. And in the Rajasthan, the moisture in the air is very less, so that's why we feel dry. Then if we talk about the last one is the precipitation. So the precipitation is, of course, you know all those things, that it leads to rain. So precipitation do kind of affects the weather by bringing rain, snow, or hailstorm. Like there are other different kind of precipitation. If water is falling, we call it as rain. If snow is falling, we call it obviously as snow. And if boulders, like small stone like structures, ice structures are falling, that we call as hailstorms. So that is all about all these things, weather, climate, and season. I hope you have got to know what is the difference between all of this. Just remember the time span of these three differs. Weather is the very shortest time span. Season kind of last for few months, and climate effects are seen over a longer period of time. So that is the basic difference between all of this. So that's all for today, and then we will meet in the next video with the another chapter. So take care everyone, and bye bye.